Welcome explorers, I am Astro Destroyer. In today's video, we are going to see the Python implementation or Python code of Baconian cipher, and without further delay, let's start the video. Now first of all, let us go to PyCharm. And now before starting the video or before writing the code, I would like to mention one thing, that many of you might be in a doubt that why I am writing the same piece of code or basically the same programming logic behind all the ciphers in different programming languages. Basically the idea here is that I want you all to get accustomed to all the programming language, or not even all, but basically the main programming language which we have or which are important, so that you all may not face any problems in basically understanding every nook and corners of the programming logic which we try to implement in all the programming languages. So that will eventually help you in establishing a firm grip over any programming language, no matter what the problem is given to you. So with this note, let us start the code. So first of all, I am going to write the main function or main syntax or the driver code. So first I am going to take the plain text entered by the user as an input into the pt string variable. Now I am going to call the encrypt function, where pt will be given as the input, and basically it is going to return the encrypted string variable, and which is eventually going to get stored inside the encrypt string variable. And now I am going to print the encrypt text. Now I am going to do the same thing or the similar thing to the decrypt function as well as decrypt string variable. Here inside the decrypt function, I am going to pass the encrypt string variable as an input, and finally print the decrypted text. So we are done with writing the main code. Now let us jump into writing the encrypt and decrypt function. Now I am going to declare a dictionary consisting of all the pairs of keys and values. So let me show you one example. I am going to declare a dictionary of the name of Baconian. And now for the first pairs of keys and values, we have capital A, followed by the Baconian cipher. And now for each of the other characters, let me write it. Now as you can see, I had written all the pairs of keys and values. Now after writing that, I am going to declare one string variable of the name of encrypt1. I am basically going to declare it as an empty string, encrypt1. And now I'm going to run a for loop. Now as you can see, let me explain you the logic behind this for loop. Now the for loop is going to be iterated exactly the number of times as are the number of characters present in the plain text, which is given as an input to this function. So for each of the characters, it is going to take or individually sort each of the characters, and after taking each of the characters, it is going to map it using the dictionary which we had defined here, and for each of the characters it is going to find its corresponding value associated with that character. Suppose we have got the character as W, then it is going to map it to this string, that is BA BBA, and after that for each of such characters it is going to concatenate the encrypt one empty string with the value of the value beside each of the characters. So after doing all that, it is going to return the encrypt one string variable. And so we had finished writing the code for the encrypt function. Now let me write the code for decrypt function as well. It is going to take the encrypt string variable as the input. And now we are going to define another dictionary where the order of keys and values which we had seen earlier is exactly the reverse. It is also of the name of Baconian. The dictionary is the name of the dictionary is also of the name of Baconian. So let me show you the first example. So this is the first example. As you can see, it is exactly the reverse of what we had seen here. Here the capital letter A was in the first, but here the capital letter A is in the last. So let me write the same for all the characters. Now I had finished writing the complete dictionary, and now I am going to declare a string variable of the name of decrypt1. It will be basically an empty string variable. And now I am going to run a for loop. Now we had finished writing the code for the decrypt function as well. Now let me explain you. Now first of all, we are going to declare the decrypt1 as an empty string, and now we are going to run the for loop. Now the for loop is going to be run exactly the number of times as there are character bits or strings of 5. That is, as the for loop is going to be run as many number of times as there are string bits each of length 5. So let me explain you. Suppose we have got the encrypt text as an input to the decrypt function where it has 25 characters consisting of only small a and small b. Then it is going to be run 5 times because 25 by 5 gives us 5. So you can think like that, and also the step value here is 5, so you can easily understand. And after that, for each of the segments which we have in the encrypt text of length 5, it is going to take it by using the method of slicing. In Python we have this advantage, and after slicing it is basically going to use this dictionary which we had defined here, and corresponding to each of the segments it is going to identify the value which we have, and for each of such segments the corresponding values will be concatenated to the decrypt string variable, and after doing the required number of iterations it is going to come out of the for loop, and finally in the end it is going to return the decrypt string variable. So that's it for this code. Let me run it and show to you. So enter plain text. I am going to enter hello explorers. As you can see, we have got an encrypted text whose length will be basically 5 multiplied the number of characters present in the plain text. So the number of characters present in plain text is 14. So 14 multiplied by 5 will be the number of characters present in the encrypted text, and also the decrypted text will be basically equal to the plain text. As you can see, hello explorer is also displayed here. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you enjoy this video then please like, share and comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel for further notifications and updates. Also you can ask about any query which you can find in this code, or if you have any doubt then you can write it in the comment section. And until then, till we meet in the next video, keep exploring.